Who wants recap points?
The recap for the last session that basically consisted of Jess kicking the shit out of the entire party on her own.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's pretty accurate.
You guys sort of had it coming.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're a really great combat optimized party. And Jinx was not single digits away from killing Snotty.
No, definitely not.
That
Definitely
never
wasn't
happened.
true.
What would that happen?
And definitely wouldn't have started a downward spiral. Don't worry. Did we have Pump Leaf in that fight?
I played as Pump Leaf in
Yes,
that fight.
directed by Gabe.
Okay.
Pump Leaf directed by now I can't remember his fucking name. Michael Bay.
Yeah, probably the best director to direct Pump Leaf.
Let's open a different scene.
Yeah. That was.
So yeah, is that it? Just Pump Leaf beat everyone's ass?
No. Oh my fucking god. A certain person found some shiny magic new beads that gave them hallucinations and weird visions. No, that was last session. Jinx's clone stole everyone's blood. Wisp was attacked and left dying, probably by the same dude. Now that game, I think, sums it up.
Yeah, it does. Jess, you get a hero point. So I have to verbally say it.
Yeah, because you have actively in the past not given me hero points.
My bad.
No. That's not like a. Well, you no. It's not that you forgot it. It's that you've on purpose not given me hero points. My recaps, because sometimes my recaps are biased.
Yeah, they are.
But a little bit.
It's okay, I get it.
I know. I just also wanted to give everyone else a chance to do it.
Okay. Jess, you get the
I
hero
might have
point
one more.
award. Alright. You guys have two. You guys get 2 days of rest.
Nice.
Just like Jesus did.
Fucking A.
Wow. I'm surprised you know how many days Jesus slept.
Jesus kind of sucks if you
Well,
only slept
he
2 days.
resurrected on the third day.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
2-day nap.
absolutely shocked that you know that off the top of your head.
Why wouldn't I know that?
How do I just give you gold, Gath?
Because I'm
You
cool.
actually did things. You actually did things that got you gold. So I have to edit your gold.
Yeah, I'm on strip for money.
Yeah, 72.
Nice.
Gath, when you get into Foundry, don't bother adding gold. I added it for you.
No problem.
Yeah, Jinx comes back after the 2 days with a nice clean gi. It's maybe got some slightly gold trim now. Jinx has had his head waxed and her teeth sharpened.
Jinx, you are also
And loads of
offered by Blar a leather collar with a little name tag on it that says Jinx.
Is it magic?
You don't know.
No.
Go on, Jinx, wear your slut collar.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm kind of cool to have a Jinx name on the collar. Yeah, fuck it. We'll take the collar. Do that as my character sheet game.
Will do. Alright, open here, open here. Equipment. Create item. Create equipment. Edit this item.
Nice. Now I've got 29 AC.
That's not what it does.
Worth a try.
I think it would be really funny if that collar Jinx has was collar of monstrosity, collar of chaos. Whatever it's called, the one that turns you into a monster randomly every 2 months.
I was hoping. I assumed Gabe didn't know that that was an item, so.
No, I didn't. But I did know of a different item. Oh, sorry, that's Pathfinder 1. Never mind.
Look up the collar of chaos.
I'll look into that.
Collar
was
of
looking at-
transformation, maybe?
No, it was like collar of chaos or something along those lines.
Well, let's go see some magical collars real quick.
Yeah, it was for an animal. There is like a pet companion item section. It's
Yeah,
next
and I think
to
it's only appropriate that Jinx gets a collar from the pet section.
like if you want to give Jinx an item from the pet section, that's fine. I'd like the one that gives me bombs. If it's up to me, Jinx will wear a saddle that gives bombs.
There's a lot of fucking collars.
I'm pretty sure there's a +1 AC collar.
Gar.
It's fine. Jinx can rock a collar without knowing what it is now.
Oh, it doesn't have the...
It doesn't have the what? Huh?
Nothing. I wasn't looking at good spells that this collar could maybe cast. Um... Yeah, you're fine. Now this is what it does.
Or don't tell Jinx until after they start trying to cast spells with it.
I don't know. Um. Yeah. Um.
Nice. Jinx picks up 2 freebie magic items, slotting it up for the dragon.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you just need to be slutty for a dragon.
You get why people play bards now.
Curious George kept on going into 2022.
What?
Apparently, Curious George went on from 2006 to 2022.
Curious George not still about.
Based on what somebody said, no. I think Curious George has died now. How long ago monkeys live? Is that what? 16 years? Sounds pretty good for a monkey.
Yeah.
I'm just glad yellow hat guy did catch any diseases. No. It's actually not too bad.
Child could have been born at the time Curious George came out, and then had went to middle school, high school, and possibly graduated high school. 6 graduated.
It lasted a shorter amount of time than the Venture Brothers. I know we do in England. I think Thomas the Tank Engine's still going. I think Teletubbies no close to stop now. Like Night Garden, that's still going. We have plenty of children's television shows for the last 20 years. I think Blue Peter is probably what 50 plus years old now. This is just like American televisions get cancelled. You need state-funded media, and they can keep showing stuff forever.
Yes, they make things forever regardless of how shit they get.
I know British TV shows also sometimes just last 3 seasons over the span of 10 years.
I got an email from the BBC last week that was a
There we go.
survey.
Jinx. Whenever you're in, you can look at what Blau's collar does.
Okay.
But yeah, Jinx gets pampered in luxury. And Blau keeps Jinx by their side. Amon, do you want to tell the group what you did?
Amon basically spent the last 2 days not in town. As in, she'd returned to sleep, not really talk to anyone about what she was doing, and then disappear early in the morning.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's a completely normal and not suspicious thing to do as our group leader just before a mission. He just said that out loud. What non-suspicious activities do you get up to? Very good leadership and responsibilities.
No, Mon just wasn't in town for the last 2 days. Wasn't really in town for the last 2 days.
You just makes comments that I'm not going to ask you directly. It's not like I'm worried about a Mon dying or anything.
Amon will be fine. Some
Yeah,
people think.
yeah. Jinx,
When was the last time Amon nearly died?
a couple of hours ago, when Jinx beat the shit out of them.
Amon was actually the furthest from dying out of the group. Amon still had over half her health.
Okay, Jinx is on full health, so Jinx has lots of stuff that keeps him alive and protected, and wasn't attacked by a creepy doppelganger in the middle of the night. Jinx has not had their blood stolen by anyone, as far as I can tell, ever.
Weren't you bitten by a vampire a couple times?
No,
Yes. Yes, you were.
You've been bitten by a vampire a couple times.
does that count?
I think you've also been bitten by the Goblin Rangers a couple of times.
Yeah, that's not blood stealing.
I mean, they have your blood and you don't.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Jinx has lots of that blood. Jinx has the most blood.
Jinx probably doesn't have the most blood.
Yes, Jinx has at least 3 other people's blood. That means Jinx has the most blood.
Yeah, but not by volume. Jinx is the smallest, so Jinx by
Yeah, no,
volume has the
Jinx
least
has
blood.
at least 3 other liters of blood at all times in the bag.
Does Jinx really have
No.
3 liters of blood in his pocket?
No, but the fact that you are questioning it is perfect.
I would not. If we get to some quest and it's like, ooh, you have to sacrifice blood, and Jinx pulls out like a camel pack full of blood, would not be surprised.
No. We haven't done anything where blood would be a weakness.
I don't know, I might start bringing back doors that can only be opened by blood.
Yeah, Jinx will start carrying around blood. I know how much a pig costs in this game. Bringing around pig blood would not be that expensive. Come on, after us, you'll come through the gate.
But yeah, Amon, you're able to sell a bunch of fur and animal meats
Nice.
for about 15 gold. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
15 dollars. That's I don't think that's what you got in your work role. That seems too high.
Amon is just trying to make back the money that we don't have anymore.
Oh yeah, Jinx has got 0 gold, so
Jinx sat and relaxed and got pampered and got a collar put on them.
Yeah, Jinx now has a mummy and doesn't need to work anymore, but the rest of us do.
Yeah. Salem,
Yes.
would you like to tell the group what you were doing the past 2 days?
I will once I plug in my.
She died. We'll never
Okay,
know what
it's
she
in
was
the
trying to
middle
plug in.
of my phone. My phone. My phone. My phone.
All I heard was anal beads.
Sometimes I can still hear her trying to talk to us from the grave.
Quit telling everyone I'm dead.
Such a good movie.
Okay, so for the past 2 days, Salem has been. Well, one of the first things that she ended up doing was writing a letter to send to Isaac. Just letting him know everything's going all right, and that she will try to get back as soon as she can. And I don't know, maybe potentially bring him a souvenir. She has also been trying to discuss plans with the party, mainly with Amon and Ivera. She's been trying to avoid Jinx at all costs.
I imagine Salem getting alone in the room with Jinx. Fucking Noir is like, nope, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Surely being next to Jinx is the safest place to be.
I don't
He's
know.
also
Last time that was the case, they kind of had their face caved in.
The best person to fight a Jinx is Jinx.
Why does everyone always go for her face? Like, she's already got, like, 2 different bear claw scars.
I don't know. Maybe start wearing a helmet and things go for your face less.
Honestly, maybe I should invest in that. But anyways,
Salem,
she's
you're also
also
missing one of your canines.
Wait, what?
You're missing one of your sharp teeth.
Yeah? Oh, for some reason when you
for,
said canines, I thought you meant dogs. I was like, wait, what? What's going on with
For a werewolf,
Fluffington?
kind of weak.
Not D fur.
D for dog is gone.
I gotta say, yeah, for a werewolf, kind of weak to have so many scars.
No, surely as a werewolf you want as many scars as possible.
No, then it means you don't look like you're healing. Jinx has like no scars.
Sorry. Also she's been practicing with the beads, trying to figure out how it works. Figure out how it works, whatnot. She's been preparing some spells, in case that we get our asses beat. But weirdly enough, she's been trying to, get all friendly with the bugbear, try to get in his favor, try to sweep him up out of like.
Yeah, you can
Just,
roll. I'll let you re-roll with your stat sheet here. You can roll diplomacy or performance.
I already do that.
I mean, do you want to keep the 16? But do you
Well,
want
I
it to be
guess-
diplomacy or do you want it to be a performance? Or
I
would
mean,
they
I'm-
just be the same? Or they'll
It's
just be the same.
I
Alright.
have the same bonus with performance and diplomacy.
Alright. So, yeah, you're able to get on the bugbear's good side. His name is Ryan. And as you talk with Ryan asks you about your god. And you sit there and you're like, you're the god of redemption. And then Ryan goes, oh, my god's a monster god. I can't remember their name.
Lamashu!
Yeah, Lamashu. And it's like, he's like, one day I'd be so proud if I get pregnant and give birth to a monstrosity. But until then, it'll all be smooth sailing. But he seems like a generally nice guy. I don't know if you talk to him about Noir, but if you do, he thinks Noir is kind of cool. And he tries to get like really bro with Noir. Like, at
He
the tavern.
does. He figures that he could probably. He feels like he's at a. Wait, fuck. She feels like she's at a place where she could potentially trust this guy with the identity of Noir.
Yeah.
Even if there's a changeling around, she doesn't feel like there's any changeling taking the form of this guy.
Yeah. Ryan straight up drinking, even just looks you in the eyes as Salem and Noir and goes, "You know what you need? Another drink." And
I like your style, Fuzzy.
Fuzzy! I like that too. I'm gonna call you Scully. You're full of scars.
Ooh, that's ooh, I likey. Makes me feel like a rebel band leader.
Mm. And with your diplomacy performance and hanging out with Ryan, you do come to find out that they have been paid to guard the VIPs on the train.
Utilitarian.
But also, he tells you, he puts his arms on you, Salem, as late into the night before you guys are gonna get on, he looks you in the eyes and says, "You're my friend, but I want you to know you should be warned. Don't go on the train."
Is there a reason why?
Yeah. That reason being is simple. Some people are gonna try to arrest you. I've heard one of the people from Reams is planning to arrest you to get in favor with Somber Thur, or some people from Kingsbridge are also planning to kinda do something.
Basically, they plan on jumping us.
Yeah. You wanted terrorists.
I'd be surprised by how little I was actually involved in any of that, but I guess guilt by association.
Yeah. But if you ever get to the VIP section, we will have to fight. But
Salem
Scully,
just dilutes this guy's drink with some water.
Barkeep, this ale is too watery. He chucks it at the barkeeper, which is a Minotaur. The Minotaur turns and looks, and Salem, a bar fight ensues. The Minotaur turns, angered, gets from behind the counter, starts to rush this man, grabbing him, punching him, but as he throws a fist, Ryan just dodges in time in his drunken state, and that punches another person. Person kind of turns around, starts punching him, and a bar fight goes out.
She is very much aware that this is like very technically her fault. So, I don't even know if Celestial Accord will work for this.
He'll look for two of them, but no more. Yeah, you can cast it.
Actually, no, screw it. She's gonna try to make a dive. I haven't stepped on for some reason. Smooth. What I was trying to say is that she's gonna a distraction. Well, it's primarily Noir doing this, but he's by like making a very loud riff with the lute.
Yeah. Low performance.
Okay.
Oh shit. I had to delete some things in that chat. Yeah, and at 26, you hear a few of the people in the bar go, "Yeah, battle music!" As a brawl still ensues.
Salem, so real right now.
You really trying. Those are your beats talking to
Wait, what did it say?
you. You're really trying.
Her ears flatten on her head, and she just leaves to try and inform the others. Try not to think too hard about potential collateral damage she domino affected here.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, the next. You get back, everyone else is still asleep, but the next morning you do have time to speak with the rest of the party before heading to the station.
I'll basically inform them of what Ryan regards to him being a guard for the VIPs, regards to the bridge and Sombre Flare. Basically, we get jumped.
Almost exactly what I expected.
Yeah, I mean, what happened to the last 7 people that jumped us? Is
Didn't
it
we
7?
kill them?
Don't remember. They're all dead, so
Yeah,
it's unimportant.
exactly. All dead. If these reams try and arrest us, just throw them off train.
Well, what's the plan?
It's the same as it was before, wasn't it? Go to this first stop, meet with these first people.
Yes. Meet with John of Arc, have information on Salem's mother.
But what about the train?
It would train after Knightsbridge. Scouts, time money.
Alright. Shall we be off?
We should probably move our stuff to the train if it's leaving tonight.
So, if you guys looked at your tickets, you have what's known as coach tickets. You were not given. It says each ticket, it's kind of a thick ticket that says depending on which place you get on, what time to be there by. Your time says evening today.
It's fine, we can prepare kits until then. If there's any last minute purchases people wish to make, I'd assume you're
Yes.
best off making them now.
Still have 0 gold. But also, maybe ask favour of Vol and they'll get us on early if we want to. Not that we have any need to be on early or later. Again, Jinx has no money.
Do we get our own carriage, or do we have to share?
Well, you don't know.
I mean, it's coach, but at the same time, this is the first train ride, so it might be quite busy.
We should go and investigate the train then.
But it makes sense. That's why you're the leader. Fully out the side of Jinx's mouth.
I feel like Jinx is
well.
very passive aggressive.
No.
No, Jinx is very active aggressive.
Yeah. I think Jinx has told him onto Amon's face that the only reason they can't complain about their leadership is because they've fucked it for themselves.
All else fails, I'll just blow up the entire. You guys escaping it by story.
Well, we want to leave the blowing up the train until after Knightsbridge.
Yes? Or we have to run faster further.
Yes.
We can kind of smash train whenever we want. But when train breaks, more likely to send news to the Duke. But we might be able to travel faster than news.
Yes, so I think we should leave blowing up the train until after Knightsbridge.
Yes. That was planned. Jinx drew plan down somewhere. Yes. Jinx drew plan. Go from Southos to Knightsbridge. Meet Joan of Arc and Rhea de Gilles. Then explode the train. Take our camera carriage to run away, and then get somewhere for save Salem's farm, murder the Duke, rob all the valuable stuff in somewhere for.
Definitely sounds like a plan.
And Jinx has pictures for everyone, the rest of the party, because Jinx isn't sure how smart you all are. But Jinx doesn't know what a train looks like, so I guess the plan's not accurate yet.
Jinx has just assumed the rest of the party is completely illiterate.
It's not rest of the party, it's mostly Amon.
Amon is basically literate.
Jinx is also basically literate.
How basic?
But Jinx also has now decided they're a divine creature, more or less. So yeah, Jinx is not worrying about things like that.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go see it. Let's check out Dwayne.
You guys start to make way. And as you guys are leaving Blow's manor, Blow stops you all. And she goes,
Hello.
Jinx, come with me.
Okay. We're going to go look at the train. I don't know what a train looks like.
Oh! Yes, that's why I've come to look for you. The VIPs are going to
What?
get on now.
Oh, nice. Can we all come?
I've already talked with them and convinced them that you're my special guest. And it took
Yes.
a lot of convincing. So only you can come.
Jinx is just going to look at Amon.
Don't worry, we'll handle this.
Lovely. I'm going to stick my tongue out.
And as you
Yes,
do,
I will come early. I said I was more important.
Blow picks you up and puts her on your back. to hold on like a
Like when you carry a kid around.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
like Jinx goes from seeing the time being so uncomfortable.
And then a bunch of like just a few different like
The only bodily
maids.
contact Jinx likes is violence.
Yeah. And she starts to carry Jinx off.
Jinx is also used to being thrown. Or does that count as
I think
violence?
that counts as violence.
I think that also counts as violence.
I may be thrown at things. Yeah, being put on someone's back is not right for Jinx.
Jinx doesn't like it.
No. But Jinx also really wants to see what this metal horse is. So doesn't care too much.
Yeah. And as you all go to set to head over, at a certain point from a distance, you can see just this huge crowd of people gathered. Giants and whatnots. At some point while walking with Blar starts to head a different path. While the rest of you sort of fall behind in this crowd. But as you peek above it, you see this black beast with what looks like air horns pointing out of it. A loud whistle coming from it as steam puffs from the horn. Hisses from the horn. More like it.
Mm,
This train,
yeah, it's a good.
this black metal beast seems to be quite long. Something that almost seems impossible. And as you guys sort of try to look around it more and more, you all can see that it has 12 different sections on it. Some in the front
More
seem to be a lot
more
more.
like big snake.
Yeah.
Jinx doesn't like this thing.
Is Jinx like Indiana Jones?
No, Jinx thought this would be like a giant metal horse.
There seems to be blue.
Like a giant metal horse pulling like 6 carriages.
Yeah, but Jinx thought it would look like a giant metal horse.
It has blue streaks around it as a design, and seems to be quite tall as a whole.
Well, this thing is horrifically ugly.
Couldn't they have made it look any better? This looks like a sitting death trap.
Well, we'll get to prove that.
Um,
Yeah, Amon would like to try and get a feel for what the carriages are like. Like,
Yeah.
are they divided into living spaces? Is each carriage like a self-contained little in room, or
Roll a perception.
give me uno momento.
Do you need a
No, I'm logging in now. Being slow. Needs to load faster. Did we manage to get healed over these 2 days?
yeah.
That's 2 days worth of healing.
You can also get some from Ivera if you.
Right, we've got treat wounds. So we should be able to get back to full in 2 period. Pathfinder expects us to be full health.
I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
Yeah, nat
God.
1.
That's a 32.
Yeah.
It's a little better.
So, from where you are and what you can see, it looks like there's about. Let's see. There seems about a few cars that you can't see inside of. You don't know what they're for. But on your 32, you also can see inside, further in the back, a few windows. In one of the windows, you can see what seems to be like a bar and tables sort of set up as if to be a lounge area. And in another, you can see one with separate rooms. Near the caboose of the train. You can see like bunk beds and whatnot. And on your 32, as you are looking past all these people, your eye catches someone entering the train. You see that man with slick backed hair and a ghost patch. I forgot what the white part streak in the hair is called. The specific name for it. But you're able to
Amon
see.
enters the murderous rage.
You're able to see Magnus Fairborn enter the train.
Yeah, how far away is he?
He's about 100 feet.
See,
And
I can close 100 feet in a turn.
there is countless people between you and Magnus.
Yeah, but I'm pretty good at getting through people.
I might have to wait for a better opportunity.
You're also able to see a few of the other people. Rug, Andrea, the person who gave you guys the tickets, Lau, and his daughter, Vaimi. Enter.
I remember who Rug and Andrea are.
You remember them?
No, I said I don't, and
Oh.
I'm the one keeping notes.
Andrea is one of the people from.
Andrea was one of the people from the weird fucked up monster village.
Yeah. And Rug
I
is the
was-
person you guys left Andrea with.
I was sure both of them were dead.
No, Andrea's not the. No, that's Raimi from the fucked up monster village. Andrea is
Yeah.
from the basement with all the skin people where Jinx killed the baby.
Oh, where Jinx got hit round the head with an infant so hard it got liquidized.
Yeah.
That's sort of who I thought it was, but yeah, it didn't.
Yeah.
And who was Rug? The person we left her with.
Yeah, the dwarf. The dwarf you left her with. I forgot to mention that there's also sort of a big ass fence between the people, you all. Yeah.
With the paws and the rest of them.
Yeah.
Anytime you see Jinx through the fence, I've got two fingers up.
Yeah, and a little bit after that, you are able to see Jinx. On the back of Blar.
Okay. I was to say I think I will go off. If Blood doesn't take me off, I guess I stay on her back.
I mean, if you want to get off Blar, you can. But you are told to stay near.
Yeah, I can stand next to her. But yeah, just fully like eyeing up this Magnus Fairborn
Yeah. You are
the whole
able
time.
to see Magnus. And
How many people are on the VIP side?
so you're able to see everyone I just said, as well as two others. You're able to see a fancy looking kobold with a little red hat. Like a little I don't want to say a conquistador hat. It's really like the hat's big, it has fur on the rims, has a feather. I'm thinking
Yeah,
like,
I picture a Robin Hood hat but red.
yeah, and a little bit bigger. Like the rims are a lot bigger. A cobalt that looks like that, as well as a young blonde-haired half elf wearing armor. Enter.
Man, that's a whole lot of people that look like they deserve to be murdered.
The helping hand's also on this side, yeah.
Yes. They are at the moment on the outside watching everyone come in.
So tempted to give them the finger as well. So yeah, there's only what, 8 of us on the VIP side. Nice.
Yeah, and as you a little after you guys kind of enter, there's one more late entry that only you notice. And coming in is another goblin. One that you personally remember.
Yeah, I can remember his name though.
Yeah. Matthew enters the train. And immediately, when he sees you, snarls. He doesn't seem armed.
Hello. Non-violence on train. Temporary truces.
Not the place nor the time.
Exactly. Places to go, people to see. people's overthrow, normal stuff.
But yeah, Jinx, as you're fully entering into the VIP room, you notice that this is the VIP lounge, and it's so much bigger on the inside than what you could imagine on the outside. Everything looks quite comfortable.
Is it looks like it's just nice, or it is actually physics defined?
It is physically defined.
Yeah.
This
Cool,
room
cool.
is physics defying. It is. It's it's like TARDIS,
Yeah.
It's bigger on the inside than is the outside. Everything in here is fancy, and I know you're bare feet, so it's really shag carpeting. Everything just seems like it's fit for kings in this room.
Yeah, Jinx is all washed and proper.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jinx is right
and
at home.
as you enter with Blah and a few of her assistants, she goes, Jinx, come along. We can go to our room for a second and put our things down. It is a
Yes,
3-day
and then
travel.
have somebody bring me a drink.
Mm-hmm. We'll make sure you get all the drinks you can.
Do you mind?
But yeah, and as you are brought to this room, your room that you share with Blah is also incredibly,
Try
physically
off the
defying.
skin already and something on.
Physically defying, and the bed is comfortable and big. It has chandeliers of crystals that emanate a just warming light. Everything about this seems like it's a life of luxury.
Yeah, Jinx is enjoying himself and is consistently reminded they currently have exactly 0 money.
I like to imagine this is gonna be
Jinx
Jinx's
has
reason
so
to
far been extremely utilitarian with their purchases. Everything has had a use. Except maybe the smoke bomb, but I did start with that, so I don't think it counts. Yeah, Jinx is I don't know. I don't know how much Jinx is realizing how much they're enjoying this. But yeah, Jinx is definitely having a good time.
Yeah. But the rest of you, plebeians, you guys are looking in, and it's a train.
Mon doesn't know what a train is, and this thing seems horrific.
Yeah. It's loud. It's huge. A giant snake. Giant metal snake. Next up,
Make the wine out of its blood.
You should see my giant metal snake.
Hey,
yeah. Then you get a huge announcement.
Shadow the Hedgehog, bitch ass motherfucker.
Stole your wife. The announcement comes on, and all who have a boarding pass, please come to the front of the gate and present
Yes,
your
then
boarding
that's what you
pass.
do. I guess, is that our call?
yes.
Ivera shrugs.
Thought you were a noble.
What'd you
No.
say, Gav?
I said I thought you were a noble to Avera.
Mm. No. I had sex with the noble. There's a difference.
It's basically the same thing.
I could lie.
She just very softly says, Salem very softly says to you guys, no, I've actually never been on a train before.
I've never even seen one of these foreign monstrosities before, and I'm
Move fucking closer to a microphone.
Yeah,
Oh my
you're really
God.
silent.
It's being picked up on your microphone better than it's being fucking picked up on my
But it's
microphone.
not. I'm on my fucking my headphones.
Yeah, I can hear my own echo through your microphone.
Can you?
Sorry, should I get headphones?
What? I know.
No,
You're not the
Jess.
problem, Snoddy.
Yeah, it's Gath. Gath is the problem,
Can
Snotty.
Can anyone hear an echo of Gath?
I can't hear an echo. I just hear Gath being really silent on two. Well, okay, I do hear an echo, but it's like coming at the same time out of both of you, and it's so silent on both of your ends.
Let me finish doing my hair. 1 sec.
Yeah.
I was leaning back because I'm doing I'm braiding my fucking hair, and that's hard to do because my hair's
I'm just-
getting really long.
When I've got the headphones on, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys not fuck up boarding a train?
Yeah, Salem, you've never seen a train in your entire life. You've never even heard of a train in your entire life until now.
She then also very softly says, I don't even know what this is. Like, I have a vague idea, but I don't have a single clue what this is or what it functions like.
Another whistle
Well,
is heard.
we should probably get moving, lest they leave without us.
Let's.
Yeah, and as you guys head up, there is a line.
Oh,
And
come on.
At the front of the line, you guys see the Goblin Rangers.
No.
And they move along. Suddenly, Salem, as the line is moving forward, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Break their fucking nose.
I'm a completely black ladybug.
Isn't that just a beetle?
No, you get black ladybug.
Ladybirds, whatever.
I bet a lot of black ladybugs get racially profiled.
No, they're just moths.
It's so weird to me that Americans don't say ladybird when one of their the first ladies, her nickname was Ladybird Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, admittedly, more cartoons that I watched. I don't know how it is that I grew up with so many British cartoons, but didn't grow up calling them ladybirds.
Have you ever been in a ladybird plague?
No.
It's fucking horrible, but sometimes in this country, because they have a cycle, some summers there's just 4 million ladybirds, and you are just stepping on them.
I know what you're talking about now. Those look horrid.
Yeah, they're just like all the pavements are covered in ladybirds. Every step you take, you're killing them.
It's intrusive and morbid. My favorite. But yes, Salem's fur bristles up and she looks behind her.
Behind you is an orc woman. Standing tall, and she goes, "Remember me?"
Blink, blink, blink. Tilts head.
Next
which of the two orc women we've interacted with in the last in-game month is it?
Yeah. Tough, full of scars. Next to her is a lizard folk, and they go,
That one.
Come on, Buddhist. This is no time for this.
Good. Okay, I was
Um,
really worried for a second that it was gonna be like Devora.
No. Um. Yeah. Next to Brutus and Van, there's a really thick, large person behind them.
Yo, mama.
This humanoid being just looks like every piece of them is muscular. They have a chain around their neck, as well as a what seems like a metal strapless thong.
Who put the flesh atronach in the chastity belt?
What? It's in a fucking a chain necklace.
A chain necklace and a chastity belt.
Um,
Described as a metal thong.
Yeah, a thick lady, a thick human in a are they wearing anything on their top half?
nope. They hold next to them a staff. Here, let me.
What the fuck? This woman's naked.
This man is naked.
I don't think it's a woman. I was gonna say it's
Uh,
definitely not a woman.
I thought you said.
Men could wear chastity belts.
I thought
Yeah.
Gabe said woman.
No, this man.
Yes. Yeah, especially if they're in the church.
I put a thing. I put their token down for a second, just in the thing.
Disclaimer: Snotty of the Snotty channel does not think that all Christians are predators.
Most
No,
of them.
no, no, but Catholic priests definitely.
Yeah, all Catholic
Oh.
priests.
Oh. What if there's a Catholic priest watching this? He just hurt his feelings.
That's fine. Fuck them.
Not gonna lie,
No.
I don't think Catholic priests spend their time watching weird D&D Twitch streams.
Yeah, no. Instead, Catholic priests spend their time watching child pornography.
Oh my god. Stop.
No,
How many times do you get to say child pornography before you're banned from Twitch?
probably twice. We used up both our CP jokes for the week.
Should I make like a check to see if I can remember this orc woman? Because I don't think I put her in my notes.
Yeah, you can.
It's the Roman people, Snoddy.
Yeah,
It's the one that wanted to have sex with you on the train.
yeah. She said she'll give
Oh.
you her room number.
Oh, I remember now. Salem, as she continues to stare more and more at this orc lady, just fiery neuron explosion, and she gets really, really, really embarrassed.
You challenged me at the auction.
Is this being said loud enough that the rest of us can hear, or is this
Yeah.
a hushed conversation?
Oh, this is loud. This is loud enough for you guys to hear. Buddhist is speaking in normal voice.
Yeah, it's very loud in the poor people section.
I think I remember that. That was. I've never gotten a burst of confidence like that in my life.
Well, I hope we're able to engage in physical combat later.
Hard swallow. Is that so?
Am I able to nudge Sailor in the ribs as that's mentioned?
Yeah.
I need to let you know that I'm not a very powerful fighter.
That just makes you easier to pin. Brutus! This is not the time or the place for your silly little games. We represent. We miss.
Turns
Stop.
her, she faces away from this woman and just Noir just says, "Come on, this is like the opportunity of a lifetime. You're really gonna deprive me of this? Noir, shut up! Shut up! This is not the time." Right. Sorry. Well, I hope you safe travels on this vessel. Who knows what could happen here?
And as you guys are next in line and walk to the front, to the little, this little kiosk, she gives you a wink. Salem.
She is uncomfortable, but Noir is loving every second of it.
You all approach this kiosk, and there stands a kobold, and he has a little metal name tag on his shirt that says Yipper. Tickets, please.
I love dinosaur
Yipper.
train.
Tickets.
I suppose Mon hands over the 15 tickets she's been carrying for like 2 years.
Yipper.
It's not been 2 years I've been holding.
It's been less than a
Maybe
year.
like a month.
It's been way more than a month.
Yeah, so we had a 2 months time skip.
Oh, okay.
And a 4-month time
believe-
skip.
We've had several times.
Yeah, but we didn't have the tickets at the 4-month one, did we?
You had the tickets before going during part
We got
one.
we got the tickets.
We
no,
had-
we got the tickets
we got
after we
two.
did the basement, didn't we?
No, you got the tickets
No.
way before.
Oh, I don't remember getting the
We
tickets.
got
then.
we got the tickets before we left Juan for the first time.
You got the tickets before you left Juan for Rivera's quest.
Jesus Christ.
100% Colombian instant coffee.
It's been
Not
so
quite
long
what-
since you had the
what I
tickets.
was gonna say. 100% Colombian did not make me think of coffee.
No, not at all.
It made me think of cocaine.
Yeah.
That's racist.
Yeah, Yipper looks at the tickets, counts them, and goes, 15 tickets here, but there's only 4 of you. Math is off.
Where?
Hold on,
So,
I need to
you
call
give
my
us-
supervisor. And Yipper turns around in their little box, opens the door, and starts screaming in Cobalt. And a second Cobalt named comes up, and he has a little hat on. It's like a little conductor's hat, and the name says Dipper on his little
Dipper
name
Pine?
tag, and it says supervisor. What's the
Dipper,
problem?
Dipper, Flipper.
These men have 15 tickets and there's only 4. Ah!
Amon's a woman. Andy Vera.
These men only have 15 tickets and there's only 4. Ah. Well. Dipper looks at the tickets, looks at them. You know there is no refunds, right?
So, if we have 11 of those tickets back, then there will be the same amount of tickets as there is of us.
Roll diplomacy.
Sure. Amon has to explain counting to these people.
You might be able to sell these tickets to random strangers if it would make them happier.
5.
Well,
No, Amon is not going to try and scare the kobolds into letting her on for free.
Yeah,
we've
the
already paid.
cobalt-
Like, it's not costing us anything.
Dipper looks at him, looks at you guys, and then counts you guys again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulls out 4 of the tickets you guys have and stamps them, and hands them back to you. And the other 11 tickets, he starts to eat them in front of you. Nom 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 nom. There, problem solved. 4, 4. Done.
Close enough.
I have to go back. Shovel
So
food.
do these tickets have destinations on them?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're aware that if we get off at Knightsbridge, we don't have to have another 4 tickets to get back on.
Yeah.
Cool, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like a one for the whole journey.
Yeah, but keep your ticket on you.
Yes, and don't give them to kobolds, apparently.
Yeah, Jinx doesn't have a ticket.
No, that's because Jinx is...
Well, the ticket Jinx had, Mun just let get a kobold eat.
Yeah.
I didn't let the kobold eat it. The kobold ate it before I was able to intervene.
So you know, kind
It's
of on
Amon's
you now,
fault.
Mon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yipa goes, step on through! And then the gate is opened up for you all. Amon, you able to notice, since you rolled so high, this pathway that you are sort of forced to go on leads to the back of the train, rather than when you saw everyone that was entering on the front.
Okay. As in, we're being herded to a different location to the masses, or as in, they've started filling up the peasants from the back instead of from the front?
Yeah. The second one more than the first. You guys got
fine.
essential coach seats.
Yeah,
Jinx
we've got the
snuck their
peasant
way
ticket.
into their first class. But yeah, and as you all are led to the back, the caboose of the train has a bunch of bunks. And as you enter the train as a group, a kobold hands you a small little ticket, a small key. You all are a group, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Room 5. Cabin 5.
Oh.
It hands you a little key.
We get our own cabin, how lovely.
Yay!
Just know, I have to say for insurance purposes, if you lose key, you are responsible for key. You must buy key if lose key or need copy key. You will pay
Okay.
fee of key for 15 gold. If you lose key more than 2 times, you are eligible of being kicked off train and temporarily banned from train services.
That's fine, that's whatever. We'll just get on the train, I guess.
Yeah, and if you guys go straight to your cabin,
I don't think any of the guild members want to make it a stop other than the cabin.
It's a really small little cabin with a table in the center. And built into the walls are 2 sets of bunk beds. Very simple sheets. A little candle holder, or like a candle that's in the center of the room. Um, these simple sheets, they feel sort of, it's like cheap motel energy.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I assume as a group we settle into our cabin.
yeah. What would all of you like to do? You now have entered the train.
Well, I assume we wait till the train departs and then we try and learn as much about the layout of the train as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Jinx has heard about champagne.
Yeah. You want to order some champagne?
Yes. Jinx would like 2 champagne glasses, please, to whatever person looks like a servant.
Oh, yeah. And there's this cat folk there. High collar. They say in really broken common, yeah, yes! And, they walk off.
You sure you want to bring this voice back, Gabe?
What?
You sure you want to bring that voice back?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and Jinx, I'm assuming you're just gonna start getting a bunch of new drinks.
Okay. Yeah. What happened to Cinder?
Oh shit! Got
They
all about
are
Cinder.
the cat person. They should be with the rest of the party.
Okay, never mind. 10 of your tickets get eaten.
Okay. Is Cinder not with you?
No, he never came to the house. I feel like he should probably stay with you. I'm in very like specialist stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
That's it. I've been very distracted from Cinder, unfortunately. Because I've had a bigger problem. But yes, if you guys can look after Cinder and make sure Cinder exists,
Yeah.
because she's busy, would that be okay?
Sure.
It's not that Cinder doesn't exist. It's that we all keep forgetting Cinder exists.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, so Cinder is going to follow Salem around, and they are Salem's problem now.
Where is the Yom of the King Vikings? I will now make Cinder a token. I will focus on. Oh, fuck it, hold on.
Yeah, they had the break shit, cause chaos energy, so
Where's Werewolf?
I want more chaos energy on the train, the better.
Does Cinder require a weapon?
They are a werewolf cat person, so I was sort of assuming no.
If you want to give them a weapon, you can.
If it's more, do they benefit from wielding a weapon?
Or they teeth and claw.
Yeah. Because Amon has spare weapons if they benefit from having weapons. If they don't benefit from having weapons, then Amon's not going to bother.
Let's say you're able to find out because you know Cinder. He comes from the Yomza King's Vikings. So you can safely assume, even without asking him, yes, he can use a weapon.
Yeah, but it's not just can he use a
Yeah,
weapon.
we're asking you, Gabe. Does he
Mhm.
do more damage with a weapon than he does with his claws and teeth? I know
If
you
it
haven't
is,
sussed this person out, but make a
if
choice.
if it is a magical weapon, yes, he will get a +1.
Okay.
It will do better than his claws and teeth.
So he's just as good with his claws and teeth as he is with a weapon.
Yes.
Cool, then I won't bother giving him a weapon because none of my weapons are going to be better than his claws and teeth.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I don't think Jinx has a spare weapon. A spare magic weapon.
Does Jinx even have a weapon?
Jinx has a crossbow and might have a +1 short sword, but I think that might be Avera, who has about 7 magic weapons they picked up. They're giving a few away. I think I'm following something that maybe isn't a thing and may just point north. So my scientist friend in Red Dead was murdered by his robot friend, or his robot son. But he dropped a magic lantern, and the magic lantern is electric, and when you face certain directions, it goes red instead of yellow. I've been following it through the fucking map. I'm just going further and further north. I'm like, does it just point north?
Yes.
So I think I fucked up.
That's fine. We all fuck up.
His robot son had left him for dead, so he must be somewhere. I don't know, whatever. I just wanted to share the adventure I'm going on in the background. Just Jinx gets drunk.
Yeah. What kind of cat? Red cat folk. I'm looking for just a quick cat
Chat
folk picture.
GPT. Vampire, werewolf, no. Viking, werewolf, red cat person.
Yeah, I think there should be a ginger cat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Because, you know, they're called Cinder. Like fire.
Ginger
Yeah.
cat folk.
Also, just seems to be like a pretty common naming convention for cat people.
I'm sorry, I'm back. What's going on right now?
We were remembering that people exist.
Yeah. I'm looking
Oh,
quickly
and,
for a token.
Jinx is being inducted into a cult.
Yeah.
What's new?
You know, I
Holy
can't find a
crap.
ginger cat folk. I'm just gonna use a picture of a ginger cat.
Why
That
don't
makes
you
sense.
use-
This picture is literally a picture of a white cat.
Why don't you use a picture of frickin'... What's a good... I think I have an idea.
Use a picture of Garfield.
Why don't you use a picture of Kitty Catswell from Tough
Yeah, I
Puppy?
think Garfield is definitely the shout.
Alright.
I remember who they are a lot quicker if that picture's Garfield the whole time.
Alright.
Hold on.
Because when I think of ginger cat, my first thought is Garfield.
It was also my first thought.
Wait
Sorry,
a
Snoddy,
minute.
I'm sure yours was a much better suggestion. But
It is, but I think I got outvoted. You got outvoted by Garfield.
I mean,
I guess-
Garfield is fine.
and it tells us a lot about Cinder as a person.
Jess, are you
They
gonna
were
join the?
They're voiced by Bill Murray.
Yeah, and that they probably don't like Mondays.
No. You know what? This is canon now. Cinder does not like Mondays.
Do we have Mondays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
I don't know what calendar your world has, Gabe. You don't have the same month system.
No. 7 days a week still, though. There we go. Anyone who's... I will not show this image unless you all join the, boundary. But I have posted the token for Simmer.
Simmer?
God,
Who the fuck is Simmer?
that's fucked up. I kind of hate that. That's awful.
Cinder, Simmer.
Okay, no, I just had to check it was this. You just said the wrong name there because I'm not even. We are introducing kobolds who all have identical names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. You guys said Garfield? I picked a picture of Garfield that I liked.
If it's the Pamela Anderson one, I'm going to leave this call.
Sure.
No, it is a different, equally fucked up picture of Garfield.
You know, Tiff called me curse earlier this week, and I think it's funny and correct.
And I
No, it's less cursed than I thought it would be. I was expecting a much more cursed image of Garfield.
I was thinking
Garfield
Pamela
is the-
Anderson
Garfield
Garfield.
is the Left 4 Dead tank.
Yeah, no, I was picturing like Garfield with bulge.
just before I forget, I am so sorry for all the confusion. I forgot to put in the back of the fan. God damn it! I have to undo all of this.
Alright, so yeah, what the rest of you doing?
What's Noddy?
I'll DM you. Don't worry about it. God, I'm so pissed off. How did I forget?
So
yeah.
in our little cluster here, we've got Ivera, Salem, Cinder, and Amon and
Yeah.
Pumpleaf.
Yes.
Okay.
That is your cluster at this moment. And there's only 4 beds. And a table.
That's fine. Pumpleaf doesn't need a bed.
Pumpleaf does claim the table.
Is it weird for them to sleep on a table if it's made out of wood?
No?
I don't know. Is it weird? Is it weird to sleep on top of a person?
Or even it's a dead person, a dead tree. I don't know. I don't know what
We can't question too hard the efficacy of people made of wood sleeping on wood, because then we're going to have a very hard time every time we go into a tavern.
Yeah.
I don't know what the tree people do.
Wow, racist march.
Yeah. I can't
Jinx
believe you're
has a
fucking
policy.
racist.
They prefer the term elves.
Jinx has a policy against sleeping on goblin leather.
That's fair.
I don't think goblins make very good leather though.
Lots of goblins make goblin leather out of other goblins.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's good.
It's not. It's not. But you've got to have policies against these things because it's pretty fucking common in goblin culture. I'm surprised. What's her face? Jinx didn't tell her about the goblin leather.
You don't know yet. That's fine. Yeah, so, after you guys get settled in, and you guys are able to hear, last call! All aboard! Actually, wait. Ba, 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 ba. I need you all to join this for a second with the proper sounds.
What the fuck was that noise? Just, are you about to make noise? Like, give me a second.
Yeah,
It's a stream.
yes.
Okay, it's a stream. Okay. I heard a noise. I just wanted to make sure I'm not about to hear like 400 decibel noises.
Yeah, let me turn it down.
1 second.
Come on, always notes about fucking radio waves. This. Got to be like a followable light.
You guys ever heard of the podcast called Midnight Burger? It's a really fun
Was
podcast.
real. Robot Boy ran away.
Sucks to suck.
Ah,
Alright, who's all spectating so far?
me.
Okay, who else? Hey, I don't know how to see who's in. Alright. Something happened with Snotty, so she's gonna miss it. But, is Gath back yet or no?
No, Gap's not back. Gabe, should I kill Robot Boy?
Yes.
I'll take a picture.
If you can't recruit him, you kill him.
No, I can't see. I can't interact with him in any way.
Oh. Still kill him anyway.
I've just gone on like a fucking hour-long quest to find Robot Boy.
I have returned.
Alright, are you guys ready to hear this noise?
Is it going to be uncomfortably loud?
Certainly.
I'm gonna turn it down just in case it's not.
I'm sorry, Robot Boy.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Then the train takes off.
Cool. I think on that note, yeah, Gabe, we've got to head off now.
You guys gotta go? What are you guys doing? Oh. I accidentally left the call. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. Fuck, I didn't hear that. What the fuck?
What do you...
I said we got to go now, Gabe. After you played that.
Why? What's up?
Because it was bad.
Oh, fuck you. No, it's not. It's not bad. Do you have to actually go, though?
No, not right now.
Okay.
We don't have the longest of times though. We have
Yeah.
What time do we want to leave? Because I still haven't packed anything yet.
Where are you guys
only
going?
for a couple of days.
You don't mind me asking.
My parents' house.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's no, we've probably got like an hour-ish,
Alright.
give or take, and we can stay on the phone in the car.
Alright, so what would you guys like to do? Now that the train, you guys can feel... Well, okay. The people... You all start to feel the movement of this train. Jinx, I need a fortitude saving throw.
Surely it's nice and smooth in the premium elite.
Yeah, the
caravan.
premium it's more smooth, but the fortitude is because you're drinking a lot.
had like one glass of champagne.
You had 2 glasses of champagne. It's a
Um,
harder alcohol percentage than champagne.
There you go.
So where in this world is the Champagne region? Because it's
Um,
only champagne if it comes from the
It's
Champagne.
Champagne region.
yeah,
If I guess somewhere near Sombre Fleur,
yeah.
we have Fantasy France.
Yeah, exactly. We have
It's
Fantasy
like
France, Fantasy London, and Fantasy Rome.
it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah. You got Kingsbridge, you got Remus, and you got Sambre Fleur. Yeah, you're a little tipsy. Um,
Um, yeah, Jinx is exploring the first class lounge, VIP lounge.
alright.
Who is in here? What food and drinks are available? That sort of stuff.
Yeah, you walk out, and in the VIP lounge, there seems to be a bar, handled by what seems to be a very professional, looking man with dark skin, a very curly mustache. Even the beard is a little curly. Um, and hanging out in the lounge, you see the blonde-haired young half elf.
Unfucking believable.
Hello.
Um,
Wait,
Oh, that.
oh, I think we're back.
welcome back. I didn't even know you left. You,
Oh, we had our internet drop for a second.
yeah. Um, at the moment, you see the blonde-haired half elf, a kobold, the fancy-looking kobold.
Yeah.
Uh, and let's go with Raimi, are the people who are out here at this moment. In this lounge, there's also a few tables like for gambling and games. Um, it's a very rich environment. Raimi sees you and she gets up, runs over, just gives you a big hug, James. So glad you're alive.
Yes. What happened to other friend?
Oh, others might be in their rooms still, settling in.
Ah. Good.
Um, still thank you for saving me.
Mm.
My father, yeah, I don't know. I think he hates you.
What?
When news spread from Sombre Fleur that the mirthful lights have become criminals, I think he hated that.
Uh, literally broke one window. Barely a crime. Um, what? Yes. It's fine. I'd say give it 2 weeks. Won't be criminals. I'm going to straighten things out. Jinx is master negotiator.
I've never seen you talk, but I believe you. I believe you all can do anything. This is the rest of you guys.
In the poor people carriage.
Oh,
Yes, tickets we had not very good. Jinx had to talk way into fancy carriage because Jinx is good at diplomacy. And I'll down the rest of this champagne.
I'm glad you're here. And she once again gives you a like this really tight hug. The young half elf watching this stands up and starts to uh approach.
Hello, Humi.
That's very disrespectful.
What?
Yumi,
You're not human?
I'm
You look like a human.
humanoid. I am human. Well, half human.
Look like human, smell like human.
Bitch like human, cry like human.
You know.
How did a criminal get into first class?
Many powerful people are criminals.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I am part of the King's Round Table. None of us are criminals.
How did you get your title?
Well, Sir Eric helped.
What? Who's Sir Eric? What?
Sir Eric! King Arthur sent Sir Eric and I as the diplomats for Kingsbridge.
So you got your title from being diplomat.
I have my title for being Sir Eric Squire.
So you're not even an important person, just squire?
That's important.
Jinx is fully just going to turn back to the other person in the conversation. Yes, no, have been lots of adventures since last saw you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, fully just ignore. What did you say his name was? Jeff.
You didn't ask his name. He hasn't given it yet.
Sir Eric's Squire.
Doesn't get a name, not important enough.
That's fine. Okay, thank you, Squire boy. Do you fetch drinks as well? And I'll hand him my empty glass.
Starts to kind of seem frustrated as a loud voice kind of shouts, Squire! Squire! And as the door opens from where the rooms are, is you've seen this man at the bidding auction, slave auction. He goes, Squire Young, fetch me 2 bottles of rum and maybe a few exquisite cheeses, and bring them to our room. I am entertaining guests. And turns and
Um,
shuts the door.
that would be important person from Knightsbridge then.
It's Kingsbridge. But I
What?
am equally as important.
Are you?
Yes.
I don't know. It sounds like the cheese
What
bitch
would
to
happen
me.
if you didn't get the drinks?
Sir Eric will be angry.
Yes, equally important.
Young
I often
Huffs.
get angry when my equally important friends don't bring me drinks.
Young Huffs and walks away.
Who else we got in this room?
Is the kobolds, and at the moment the kobold is just looking at their nails, a hand in front of them. They have a little nail filer and sharpening their claws.
Hmm. No, I got no business with Gobos. Things will sort of dart between here and the room and just stay chilling for now.
Alright. Everyone else, what do you guys want to do?
Once the train's moving, Amon is going to start shifting about the train, seeing what she can learn about the layout.
Yeah. So as your room is near the caboose, you can see that there's a lot of different kobolds, different name tags. Um, there's you see one that says chip it, pip it, whip it. And they're just running around, sort of doing casual things.
Hello.
Uh,
Yo.
as you go into the next car over, you can see half of this car is also filled with kind of crew, not crew, filled with cabins, and there's like a big communal dining area near the other end. Um, you can see there's just a bunch of people as well, and just people you don't recognize. You can overhear conversations of like, "Wow, this is so impressive. The 100 gold for the ticket was definitely worth it." Um, this is really old lady there that's like, "I spent
Damn, that
my
fucking Cobalt ate 1,000 gold worth of tickets.
I spent my entire life savings for this." And this old lady that's like saying this is like shedding a tear, but has a big smile on her face. Um, and as you continue on, do you go into the next cabin or cart?
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah, and as you
Unless
do,
there's anything in here worth noting, Amon is looking mostly for two things, and that's where is the heaviest guard presence, and is there a vault cart that's carrying loads of expensive things?
um, so the first cart, the caboose, is just cabins, and that is where you
Yeah, it's
guys
full
are
of poor
staged.
people.
Yeah, the second cart, half of it is still cabins, but the other half is like a communal sort of dining area. Just to let you know, outside of the VIP rooms, all the rooms are what they look like on the outside, as in they're not magically enhanced to be bigger. Um, they're very like normal train, like first train, really wooden floors, um, cold metal rails, in case you want to just hold on to something as it moves or shifts. The third cart is sort of for, once again, games, gambling, drinking, but for the poor people. And little horseshoes and darts, but really shitty horseshoes. And as you start to pass by one of the tables, you hear a familiar voice say, fancy for a game of dice?
If only I had explosives on me.
Yeah, and they're sitting there
Mon
shaking.
ignores the comment and Mon just does not acknowledge this woman. Just carries on.
Yeah.
Fuck this bitch.
Yeah. She rolls the dice on her little table. And as you start to try to carry on, you open the next cabin door, and the world around you becomes dark. And in front of you, once again, is demon dice. And she goes, just know, don't fuck up.
What do you want? Why are you here?
Making sure that you all do what you're paid to do. I never said I wouldn't be here. I just can't interfere. So I've got to watch what you all do to make sure it happens. Because just like you all, if I don't hold up my end of the contract, I'm in trouble. If you guys don't hold up your end, you're in trouble. You get what I'm saying? A mutual fucking, if you will. Plus,
Yes, a mutual buggery brought on by whoever you signed your contract for.
yeah. It's literally the worst. I thought I could scam them. Luck was on their side. Who knew?
I thought she could completely cheat at any point with her magic dice,
She can
including after Gabe has told you the results of the numbers.
cheat until you find out she can cheat. Once you find out she can cheat, she can't cheat anymore.
Yeah, but I think you cheated, Gabe, when you changed the numbers to numbers that were impossible.
Okay.
After telling us the numbers.
Yeah. I get it. I could have done that encounter a little better. But I also was half dying. So.
Yeah, I'm not salty or anything, don't worry.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I fucked up. I'll admit it. Don't worry about it.
So we can not have a contract with this woman?
No, see, because you did lose the one that was fair and square.
We?
Look. Amon. She flicks her wrist and a tarot card appears in her hand. The devil. And says, you wouldn't want to disobey this contract. You lose, I own all of you. But then, I will bargain each of your souls with the one who, and then she, flips the devil card and the word changes from devil to demon. I'll bargain your souls, each one of yours, to who I'm owed to. And they're far worse than me.
Mon has a very unimpressed expression on her face. Yes, I understand. And, yes, we'll do our job. We have a plan.
Good. Now, I know I'm not paying you, but I can also make things easier for you. If only for a game. You win? I'll give you the key
Oh
to the
my god,
storage
this
room.
woman wants us to succeed, is pressing us to their help, and still refuses to help.
I can get you a key to the storage room. But if you lose,
Also,
mm, I want something in return. What would be?
type up. Please, my God.
She sets a tap her foot. Mm,
Amon literally does not own anything worth having.
yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
Amon's most valuable possession is the Storm Hammer. And that's like a level 2 item.
Yeah.
This woman could shit things more powerful out.
Yeah, that's it too.
Hey, we could always pay for an IOU.
Yeah.
Just the key to the storage room is probably not worth it, because this woman's an absolute bitch.
Yeah, getting through one lock is not that big a problem for us at this point.
Yeah.
Play, I'll give you the key to the storage. Lose, yeah, I owe you. I can take something from you down the road. All up to you. But I promise, whatever I take would not be something you would acquire on this train. What do you say?
Anything that involves luck is almost bound to fail, so I think I'll take my chances.
Go ahead.
No.
I'll offer it to another one. And as you open this next cabin, the world goes back to normal. It's as if time stood still for those seconds. This so you know how do I say this? As you come up to the next cart, I keep changing my shit. There seems to be a walkway as this door is locked. A
Is this
walkway
the door
to go.
to the aforementioned storeroom?
You don't know. It's a locked door. And there's a walkway on the side of this part of the train.
What does Amon have in her inventory that could possibly make this easier? I don't really want to try forcing this door. How sturdy does this actually? First of all, how many people are around me?
There's no window on this door. You don't know if there's anyone inside. Unless you want to make some sort of check. But at this moment, there's some people in the games room, as it's called, besides Demon Dice.
Do they seem to be staff or paying much attention?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
It's actually the security for the train. It's your new lover.
22.
22. No, they don't seem to be paying as much attention as they should be.
The wonders of gambling addiction.
Yeah, exactly.
Amon presses her ear against the door to see if she can hear what's on the other side.
You can hear what seems like just some chattering. On your 22, that's about it.
Hi. Amon will make a mental note of this cart and then skirt around the walkway.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to do anything before we continue with the mod?
Am I able to? Am I able to see the front of the car, or is that like restricted?
What do you mean?
Like the driver face. I don't know train terms. I'm not that autistic.
You are not able to see the conductor.
I see.
You
No
are
train
on
driver.
the caboose. Driver is
Conductor
as
is
well.
a different part of the train.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
What?
The conductor is the person who gets people on, but the
Okay.
train driver is the person who's actually driving.
Oh, okay. I thought conductor was driver as well. My bad. Yeah, no, you're not able to
But
see
it's
the
that you
driver.
drive a train like in the same way, right? It's just somebody is shoveling fucking coal into a thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're not able to see from here. You're on the caboose of the train, the very back. There are,
But
know
if
that there are
you
12
you went
carts.
over the roof.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Sam,
I'm gonna explore. Yep.
do you want to try to climb on top?
Not legal.
You don't know.
Almost certainly not.
Okay, the only people who are going to get annoyed at us, like we're sleeping with.
Okay, the thing is that I already know that we're probably gonna get jumped, so I don't want to risk making trouble necessarily.
Okay,
So, I guess-
Jinx is waiting for the opportunity to make as much trouble as possible, but
Yeah, but that's your problem. Anyway,
if
It
you want
really
to
is.
like find out the driver, I think you can go for it.
you know what? I'd like to explore a couple of the carts, if possible.
Yeah. How many carts do you go ahead?
How many did you say there were again?
There's a total of 12. You are on the last one. Amon
I will-
also started to do this as well.
Yes, I think
I'll-
it probably makes sense.
Um,
Am I able to see any VIPs? Like any VIP cards?
no. Not at this
Wait.
moment.
No,
You can't,
we're all in the first car.
you don't know what's there. As you start to head out, of your room and make your way to the next cart. The next cart is, once again, half of it's cabins, the other half is what's like a communal sort of dining area. A few people are here, they're talking. Do you want to go into the next cart?
Yeah.
The
I want to
next
know where I have to run.
Yeah, the next cart is there's a small little bar, a few different types of games like horseshoes, darts, a little gambling area where on one of the tables is a woman and she's like, "Test your luck, come roll dice."
I have
Test
bad
your luck.
memories with dice.
Please don't deal with this woman, Snoddy.
I'm going to walk away from this woman.
Yeah, and as you
Good.
try to, once again, just like Amon, trying to leave this woman and open the door, you are brought into a world of darkness.
Oh my, this is frightening.
And in front of you is demon dice.
Oh, hell no.
And she says to you, "Salem
Mom's
Noir,
telling you.
you guys like playing games, especially you, Noir. Quite risky, aren't you? The risk taker."
Tell her to suck a fat one.
I might I might be in the darkest reaches of this cat's mind, but I think I'm legally allowed to not consent to this.
Well, I have a game for you. You win, you get the key to the storage room. You lose, it's an IOU.
So what?
An IOU. You owe me something. But I won't collect if it's anything you receive on this train. What do you say?
Am I allowed to decline all of this?
You can. I'm just trying to help.
What did Amon do here?
You don't
Amon
know.
told her to fuck off.
Okay, yeah. I really need to take a piss.
Yeah. That's it?
Are you going to question me on that? Like, what do you don't take a piss, you don't take a shit, you
No,
think you're above that?
you're in a pocket dimension that outside has time stopped. Or at
Yeah,
least it
and when
goes-
you
Body
stopped,
hasn't.
yeah, and as you stopped me in time, I'm now forever feeling the feeling of needing to take a piss, and it's very uncomfortable.
You don't feel like taking a risk, Salem?
Lady, lady, my fucking dick is going to explode.
I thought your body was a female.
She identifies as a female. I am a man. Don't really think I need to explain it further than that.
Fair enough.
Now,
Watch
please
your
let me
back,
go.
Salem.
Please let me go before I fill this pocket dimension with piss.
And as you say fill this pocket
Jesus.
dimension with piss, you say it out loud, and a few people look at you.
The piss dimension.
Doesn't anyone have a sense of humor anymore?
One of the kobolds starts to like hop towards you and goes, "Pissing on the train is not allowed unless you go in one of the designated bathroom areas."
Oh, could you leave? Oh, could you point me in the direction, little guy?
Yes. Over there.
Oh, thank you. You're an absolute doll.
You're welcome. Pissing outside of designated bathroom areas, a 20 gold fine.
I don't plan on doing that. Don't worry. I wanted that lady to go away.
But yeah, Salem, you know, in the bathroom, which looks similar to a porta potty.
Well, what the hell? Listen, I got you away from that freak. I don't know why you're getting angry at me. Everyone thinks I'm a freak. Oh, come on. Everyone thought that already before you even came onto the bus or the train. Okay?
To be fair, I could not see you for a second.
Wait, even you. Wait. Miss Morning, even you were.
No. Whatever happened, I was not there. But I do feel as though there is unholy energy on this train. An unholy presence.
Your Lord Miss Morning ship, with all due respect, did it not give it away because of the pocket dimension on the freaking train?
I did not come aware of that.
Yeah, it was super weird. We should probably tell. Amy and Ennaby before anything gets bad. Amon, any Varus Noir. Yeah. Right. Hey, well, don't
Noir
tell me you actually have to. Go ahead.
should be kinder to your allies. Just a little.
Trying to be mean. I genuinely just have trouble remembering names.
But yes. Salem and Noir start to peace. If that's what they want to do. Louis, I
This
see
is
that you're here.
Campy's obsession with shitting and pissing.
Yeah. Louis, you're also on this train. What would you like to do?
Keep in mind, she's in universe. This is a very foreign contraption. The train.
Yes. This is the first train to ever exist in this world.
Cool.
Guns existed.
I had the same energy as. That had the same energy as. Oh my god, you're so cute and funny. Thanks. But yes, proceed.
Right. Alright. Yeah.
Has anyone else come into Jinx's room? Anyone exciting yet?
Has
I'm not
what?
coming anywhere near you.
So yeah, we'll cut back to Amon then. Amon. Gath?
Gaff was just getting a drink.
Alright.
It will be like 2 seconds, hopefully.
Alright.
Oh, no.
Hello?
Hello.
There we go.
You continue to go on the side of this train. Well, not the side, but the walkway.
Yes. Skirt.
And as you get to the other end, it takes you a bit. But as you get to this other end, you come across a door. And outside of it is one of the Goblin Rangers smoking a cigarette. As Kremling looks at you. What's up,
Someone gives
dog?
like a what's up head nod.
Look. What
They
brings you all
stood
the
in
way over
front
here?
of the door.
Yeah, they're like kind of leaning against the door next to it. The door, leaning next to the door. As like the wind brushes, against your fur as this train, has taken off, building up speed still. Hey, you looking to get through here?
Pretty much.
Can't let you do that.
Why? What's in there?
Crew quarters. And past that, VIP lounge. Only special members of the crew can even go into there. The next two carts are crew quarters. For the crew that works for the poor people and the crew that works for the rich assholes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Peasants not allowed past this point.
Yeah.
I see why they put you out here.
Haha, very fucking funny. Told you we were working this job.
You
And
did
he
indeed.
flicks his cigarette as it bounces off of you. And flies away. Honestly, what are you trying to do? What's your objective?
Do you mean in the grand scheme of things, or here specifically?
Here specifically.
I want to get to know the train. If this abomination of steel is supposed to be the future, I'd like to know about it.
Well, you can examine it all the way back in its shithole. Where you belong. You get my drift? And as it says that, the train kind of turns on some of the tracks.
Mm.
Look. Come on, kitty cat. I can't let you get past this point. Hell, I can't let you even get. You shouldn't even be on this part of the train.
Well, no one's stopped me so far.
Yeah, something about that. One of the fucking gambling people, fucking whatever you call it. Yeah, they're really hypnotizing. All the fucking stupid kobolds keep getting attached to them. Even.
Demon Dice. What does she look like?
This iteration of her has her hair up in a bun, tuxedo suit, horns disappeared. Like someone who runs a blackjack table.
You want about the dark-haired woman with her hair tied up in the fancy suit?
Yeah, her. On all the dealers, she always gets the most people at her table. And has the most losers at her table.
Probably means the biggest jackpot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how this gambling stuff works.
Addicting. It really is. We have to try to keep Yazarman out of there.
For my brain, Yazaman is the one that was screaming at us over dinner, right?
Yes. He's the one that only speaks in Goblin. Even though he understands other languages, he only speaks in Goblin. Look,
So there's no way I'm getting past this point.
not unless you want to get thrown off by me. And boy, oh boy. He eyes you up and down. I'd love to just throw you off.
How fast are we going?
You don't know.
How fast does it feel like we're going?
Again, the VIP, you don't feel it.
I look out the window.
Uh,
Hi, ladies.
I just want the numbers like fast, very fast, kind of mid.
at the moment, mid, high, upper mids.
So I'm just saying, like, if Amon threw a Goblin Ranger off at this point, probably not fast enough for them to not be able to catch back up.
Especially one that's a werewolf.
It doesn't make you. Wait, are you faster if you're a werewolf?
Only once you hit level 5 and get access to your second archetype feat.
Yes, if they've already got other archetype stuff, there's a pretty good chance they're not speed boys. Good to know. Thank you. That's me.
Turn around. Go back with the boy people. Go play with your friends. Enjoy the ride.
So, what's that cart there got in it? And Amon points to the one that that had the locked door and no windows.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know, Leather Boy?
Well, then is the point of asking questions to find answers.
Yeah.
I know you lot aren't great with the deductive reasoning thing, but...
See, unlike you, us Goblin Rangers finish a job, and we do it correctly. Whether that's killing a town full of cursed undead, to finding a missing woman.
Says both my unclaimed bounty and the help I needed to give you to find... What was the name of the woman?
Are you asking me as a DM?
Yes.
Andrea.
Yes, says my uncollected bounty and the information I had to share about Andrea.
See, your uncollected bounty will be collected upon. 'Cause the second we crossed Marlov's borders, you're like a fucking rat trapped in a cage.
Amon would like to attempt a demoralize check. Using intimidation And after the comment about the claimed bounty, Amon just very calmly and sternly says, "Go on then, take your best shot."
All right, roll demoralize. Roll intimidation.
Have we had another hero point anytime recently?
Yeah, I'll let you guys have another hero point.
Hell yeah. Good, because I needed that. Fuck, it got worse.
It goes against the will DC. Okay. All right, let me. You try to demoralize them, and he just looks you dead in the eyes
I
and
am
grins.
equally just as inviting him to actually take a shot at me.
Yeah. And as it looks like he's about to take a shot on you, Salem appears from behind. And he stops.
Ow.
Sorry, pussy toes, but I don't need a 2v1 on me right now.
Yeah, Amon, Amon gives a little bit of a knowing wink and then sort of turns back. Hey, Salem, no poor people past this point. We gotta go back.
Oh. Oh. Are you okay?
Me? Yes, I'm fine.
Don't sound fun.
Why would I be anything other than terrific?
Big old puppy dog eyes. That being said, I found out something. Well, this morning, he believes that there might be some unholy energy permeating within this train. I went through one of the carts and I was taken into this black void where someone was trying to deal devil dice with me.
Yes, I'm well aware of her presence.
Oh, oh god, you too.
Yes, she's already tried to. I'm gonna make sure we step sort of out of Kremling's immediate earshot.
Yeah. Again.
Yes, she's probably made the same offer to you that she made to me, but I'm not willing to take this one because I took the last one and it went poorly.
You witnessed what happened the last time we dealt with dice. It was very pretty. But
Don't worry,
it's
as soon
not
as this contract's over, I plan to feed her her own entrails.
Oh. Oh. If there are unholy spirits in this train, well, we kind of already know there are, but what do we do from there? Not exactly like any of us are exorcists.
No, but when this When this train is reduced to its components in a field, just like everyone else, they will be stuck here.
Stepmom watching violent ass movies, and I'm just wondering if someone's getting like fucking murdered next door.
As you two start to head back, out come from the door comes the big man that was with Brutus and Gran, I believe his name was.
Yeah.
Gran, yeah.
The lizard folk.
Yep. The big man with the strapless codpiece.
Oh,
Yes, the one in the collar and chastity belt.
Yep. He steps out in front of you both.
You okay, Cheese?
Yeah, I'm good.
Damn me about it, baby girl.
And he looks at the two of you. Silent.
This guy's clearly some sort of giant or giant descendant, right?
Yeah.
Amon begins to speak in Jotun. Can we help you?
He doesn't say anything. But looks at the two of you standing in this doorway.
Amon steps aside to let them through.
Again, nothing.
Does he seem to be giving any gesture or general idea of what he wants?
No. But he
And
will
just silently staring at me.
he will do something. He makes an intimidation, sort of a demoralizing stare at you.
What was his number?
demoralizer.
29. My bad. It go against your will DC.
My will DC is a 24, so it's a 6.
Start getting ready, I think.
Yeah.
It's,
As they
Yeah, I
look,
think we got to start getting ready to disappear.
as he looks at you, Amon, you start to feel some sort of threatening presence looking at this one guy. This one giant. Staring.
Let me just check something. I think as a barbarian, there might be a thing that means I am resistant to moralized checks, but I'll need to check my stat sheet.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, only while raging.
Yeah. Looking at this big guy, you can feel a kind of threatening force surrounding them. You feel yourself, for the first time in a while, actually become frightened. You don't know if it's the way he holds himself, how giant and muscular this man thing is. All you know is
How big is this guy?
he seems to be about 8 to 9 feet tall.
Is he a large creature?
He is.
Or is he... Okay. Good thing I have Titan Wrestler.
He stands there for a little bit more, letting the fear in you sink in, before he goes back into the cabins behind him.
It's 20 minutes.
We only need to pack
10
a lot.
minutes.
We can stay on the call for a bit. We can do a phone call in the car, but our Foundry abilities will drop. No, I can do Foundry on my phone.
We can
Alright.
stop here.
I need to disappear.
Cool.
Alright, we'll stop here.
Okay.
Okay.